Sports in downtown Pittsburgh as you look at Heinz Field, where tonight Terrell Suggs, who's been part of this rivalry since 2003, leads his Baltimore Ravens into Steeltown to take on Ben Roethlisberger and his Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. That's Marlon Brown setting up in the backfield. Everybody goes into the pattern, and the pass is caught by Owen Daniels. Bengals rally to win it at the end. Play action here. Pass caught across the 50-yard line. Torrey Smith makes the catch. Far less than any team in the league. Only 37% of the time they're in the gun here. And Flacco throws to the outside, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Steve Smith. 3rd down and 7. And Roethlisberger shoots one out to the right side, but well short of the 1st down. Played his college football at Louisiana State. And the left-footed kicker sends one into the night sky, hauled in at the 40-yard line by Jacoby Jones into Pittsburgh territory. And a 25-yard run back to the 35.
They know what this rivalry is all about.
From the 35 on a straight drop, and Flacco is going to go deep, and it's going to be caught by Torrey Smith for a touchdown. Torrey Smith, who's been averaging only a little more than 2 catches per game this season, holds one in, one play, 35 yards, and Baltimore takes the lead. He's off to a great start in his career, been a starter since opening day. 3rd and 5. Pressure on Ben, he gets it away, and the pass is incomplete off the hands.
Ranked sort of in the top 5 defensively, but this team is awfully young and has made a lot of mistakes.
Check it down to Juszczyk, the fullback. Fairly silent thus far, now coming to life on a 3rd and 7. Flacco in the pocket. It collapses, and down he goes at the 39. So they get the sack of James Harrison, the longtime Steeler who went to Cincinnati, then retired. And when Shazier got hurt in the Carolina game, Tomlin made the call to Harrison, and back he comes, number 92.
They just look like the Pittsburgh Steelers when you have James Harrison in there. And when you're playing in this game against this defense.
To this point, they've taken away everything. Roethlisberger through the air, 2 of 5 for 11 yards. Now Ben slings one to the outside. That's caught. This is Brown twirling around and picking up Pittsburgh's first down. The Pittsburgh offense. 1.5 to go in the quarter. Now you've got Blunt and LeGarrette Blunt doing what he does so well, taking people with him. Halfway mark. Finished winning 6 of 8 and wound up 8 and 8. Roethlisberger with the protection breaking down, and a bunch of Ravens all knock him to the turf. The other half goes to Elam. It's 2nd down and 26 from the 25-yard line. And Ben under pressure again. And Roethlisberger not sacked at all last week. Back-to-back sacks, and there is Haloti Ngata.
Good job, did not in that first one in pass protection.
3rd and 33, not the symmetry you're looking for if you're an offense. And Ben under pressure again, and that's a hat trick. Doomerville, go figure that. Plays an entire game last week, doesn't get sacked once, and gets sacked on 3 consecutive.
Pierce up.
And missed a little practice time with Forsett this week. And here he is, and Forsett swings to the outside. Keep it on the ground. And the ball is on the ground and picked up by McCain. And McCain takes the ball to the 28-yard line. So they kept it on the ground on a 2nd down and 5.
It's about the old guys. Watch Brett Kiesel, number 99 there. Looks like he got his hand in there.
From the 5. 3-man rush. Pass caught. Touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. So they get the takeaway after the fumble by Taliaferro. Then the penalties move them to the 10-yard line, and despite...
Probably did that a couple times.
Ball at the 48-yard line. Flacco now retreating. Hit his throws. Picked off at the 40-yard line. Jason Worlds. Down the sideline he goes, and out of bounds inside the 30. You had Harrison putting the pressure on that time on Flacco, forcing the throw. Now Bell's in the game, and they slot him. 5 receivers, all going out. Ben to the end zone, caught, touchdown, Bryant. So Harrison sets it up, forces the interception, and Bryant, who was inactive for the first 6 games, has now scored his 4th touchdown. Yes, he is out of Clemson. As Flacco throws, that's caught, and a gain of 11 for Smith.
And he's setting the world on fire. 3 touchdowns already, over 50 yards.
From the 35, and that is caught. Smith again. Taliaferro is the running back behind the fullback use check, and Pittsburgh is going to stuff him. Apparently a little shy of the first down. He's trying to lunge forward, but they're going to be a little short. Taliaferro is the running back, and Flacco is going to bull his way for a first down. Quick count, pass underneath, caught by Forsett. He gets chased and is finally out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Those two gave each other a little chest bump and said, take more than that to knock us out.
Flacco gets hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. And it's James Harrison.
I want to know where James Harrison is.
Yep.
Right about there.
3rd and 8. And Flacco going for 6, and incomplete, intended for Torrey Smith over the top of his head. To turn it into a 4-point game. And it is good with 1:44.
Look out.
And Ben has to get it away. Here's Brown. And Brown turning it into a first down.
Keep an eye out on, I think that's Brunel McPhee standing up and getting ready to blitz.
3rd and 6. Ben chased out, floats one, caught by Bell. That's a first down. Takes the ball into Ravens territory. Remaining, ball at the 47. Good, clean pocket. Deep throw, caught on the run. Wheaton, touchdown. .47 yards, Marcus Wheaton, and gets number 2 here at the end of the first half, and then stumbling with Sweezum, so they throw it, and it's caught by Spaeth. Wing makes a great play, understanding the situation, getting up, and then turns it into a 2-point conversion.
Perfectly done. You always practice this. It's the holder. This is the fire, fire, fire drill. Didn't feel like he could get the kick off. You start yelling, and then it was...
You look at Will Allen, number 20, the 11-year veteran, who takes Polamalu's place. Pocket collapsing, and down he goes. Arthur Moats, who helped to create the first turnover that really turned the game around. And at the half, it's 22-10. Coming up next is the Toyota halftime after these messages from your local NBC station. 3rd and 4. Flacco to the outside. That's caught. 42-yard line.
Pressure up till this game, so they're starting to get their defense going.
2nd and 8, and that's caught, and that'll be a first down. Owen Daniels.
Harrison and that X factor very much in play.
Taliaferro is the running back on 3rd and 3. And Flacco pressured, almost sacked, and that's Harrison again. I mean, this is amazing. They let Harrison go. He goes to Cincinnati. See where the ball is. The shin is going down right there. Ball still in his hand. We think that they're going to call this a sack.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's left shin was down prior to releasing the ball. It'll be 4th down at the 47-yard line. Pittsburgh is not charged with timeout. And that is their first challenge.
2 sacks tonight for the ageless one, Harrison. Pittsburgh Steelers up by 12. LeGarrette Blount in this set starts as the running back. And deep drop, good protection, pass caught, 30-yard line. That's Marcus Wheaton.
To burn this clock.
They empty it out. They've had 16 runs tonight for 37 yards. Blitz coming, pass caught at the 30, and that's Antonio Brown, 63 yards. Will he go that way again? Ben has to dump it off, and that's caught, and then picking up the first down is Bell.
Blue 20. Blue 20.
Ben hanging in the pocket, fires Brown, makes the catch, turns it inside, breaking tackles. Antonio Brown all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. "54 yards. Squeeze him. And they're going to run it out from 8 yards in. Jacoby Jones. Try to give him a lift here, and he may have just done that across the 50. Jacoby Jones from deep in the end zone stays in bounds, and that's exactly what the doctor just ordered for the Baltimore Ravens. 108 yards for the touchdown.
White 80.
2nd and 10.
White is such.
Gets it away quickly. Crowd with Heath, the chant to Heath Miller. Again quickly, Brown with the defender falling down. And that was Ladarius Webb who went to the ground, then Antonio Brown. 3rd down and 9. Over the middle, Roethlisberger throwing, Bryant, touchdown. Martavis Bryant, inactive for the first 6 games. He's played in a little less than 3 NFL games.
Some of these younger guys, the Arthur Moats and the Cameron Haywards and the Jason Worlds have followed.
3rd and 9. And he's going to go down.
And the Lawrence Timmons.
And Lawrence Timmons is there, and the ball is down. So Lawrence Timmons.
Brown, they're not that big physical kind of guy. He's 6'4", look out.
Oh, Roethlisberger drops it. So it was 3rd and 1. Well, you got D'Angelo Tyson is at the bottom of the pile. Kelvin Beacham's at the bottom of the pile.
They're going to give it to the Ravens.
The Ravens. Went away from center.
Just never got control of it. And then that thing's underneath about 2 tons of men, and it just kept sort of kicking around down underneath. And a lot of times the guys that are playing don't even realize it's down there. They're just fighting, and DeCastro was sort of finishing his block. I'm not sure he ever in its building, and there's the guy whose place he took, Cortez Allen.
3rd and 10. Flacco dancing, throwing. Forsett makes the catch and gets tackled at the 3 from the 1 now. Play action and wide open, and making the catch for the touchdown is Crockett Gilmore, the rookie from Colorado State. And they're trying to run it in, and does he get in? No. Taliaferro. And now you got another flag, and they got another penalty here.
When he got to Arizona, he did.
By the time I get to Phoenix, I'll never mind. Meanwhile, you got an onside kick attempt that's going to go out of bounds here. They lost Shazier, so they were strapped for linebackers. And on 3rd and 1, this is Blunt going nowhere.
C.J. Mosley, right?
Good time for Green Bay to have that bye week after the defeat last week in Louisiana. And Roethlisberger on 4th and 2, and it's caught on the run, and going into the end zone is Matt Spate. And that is 6 touchdown passes for Roethlisberger for the 2nd week in a row.
I don't want to be Scrooge. I'm not sure his knee wasn't down. That's really close. it stands, which means there wasn't enough to overturn it.
Well, how much do they love Todd Haley now? Of course, there was a lot of consternation here in Pittsburgh when they let Bruce Arians go. He wound up going to Indianapolis and did a phenomenal job there when Chuck Pagano got sick, leading to his... Well, it's Sunday night, so we have a 20-point margin. What else did you expect? One of these days, Marlon Brown, and that will end the game. A lot of chippy stuff. A little bit of nonsense, but it all ends with a 43-23 Pittsburgh win over Baltimore. Stay tuned. Coming up next is the Volkswagen post-game report on NBC.